Your power move in the first circuit is plank to a squat. So you start in plank position or you can start in squat position and you jump back and forth. This is to get your heart rate up while also starting to strengthen that core. Even your legs and your shoulders get a workout. This is amazing. Making sure as you come into that squat form, your chest is proud, and as you go back into plank, you're in a nice plank formation. Your strengthening move in the second circuit are hip twists. So making sure your elbows are right under your shoulders and you're dipping your hip as low as possible, hopefully touching the mat if possible. And your modification is to come down on your knees. This is so good for strengthening your entire core and your shoulders at the same time. Your defining move in this circuit is all about the upper abs. You have nice straight legs. You lift up, crunch, and hold for a second and come down with control, trying to reach as high as possible without twerking your neck. This is really, really, really good for your external abs and your lower internal abs. You're going to feel the burn. Do as much as you can with great form. Your power move for the second circuit is 4 plank jacks and then 8 mountain climbers. Notice how my shoulders stay right over my wrists the entire time and my hips are level and they stay square. That's what you really want to focus on. And as you jack, you want your feet to go as wide as possible. And when you do the mountain climbers, you really want to squeeze your knees in towards your abs. This gets your heart rate up again, just like the first power move, while also strengthening your core and your upper body at the same time. Your strengthening move in this circuit is all about the obliques. So making sure your elbow is under your shoulder for these side plank dips. You're dipping down, trying to touch the mat and lifting up as high as possible. Doing each side and looking at your guide, deciding whether you want to do it circuit style as in timed or circuit style as in counting reps. It is completely up to you, but really focus on challenging yourself when you do these moves. Modification is to come down onto your knees. Your defining move in the second circuit are L crunches. So you're alternating your legs as straight as possible, and each time you do, you crunch up. Elbows are wide, and as you crunch, you're focusing on your upper abs, and the purpose of switching your legs is to focus on your lower abs as well. Again, as you lift, don't twerk your neck. You know, it's not about your neck and your head, it's about your abs. So focus on using your abs each time you lift up. If you need to, you can always bend your knees. Your power move in the last circuit is one of my favorites. It is knee to nose. So you're going from downward dog with your leg lifted up, sliding into plank, and squeezing your knee into your nose or maybe your chest. Really building up that momentum, lifting that leg up, squeezing your knee in. And again, with the circuit, you're doing both legs. So depending if you're using timer style or counting reps, just be aware and remember to do both sides. Very important. You're also getting a nice stretch during this exercise. Next is, you wouldn't think this is an ab exercise, but what I want you to think about when you're doing this is lifting up and squeezing your ab muscles, using your belly muscles to support your lower back. This is an excellent way to strengthen your core because your lower back is also part of your core if you did not know that. This is excellent for posture and back strengthening as well. Really lift up as high as you can and reach back as much as you can as well. This leg drop complex is amazing for your lower abs. You're going to drop your left leg, your right leg, and then both as low as you can to a hover. Your option is to bend your knees, and you can always place your head, neck, and shoulders down. I have them lifted. You can always start with them down and work your way up, but really focus on control, lowering and lifting. Your lower abs will be on fire, and make sure your lower back is pressed into the mat. If you have lower back issues, you can place your hands just under your tailbone for some support.